Three U's. First of all, for all my subscribers, Wu-Tang Clan. What's up with that? Okay. Okay, to answer your question, who I am, um, and who I think I am, and who I want to be. First of all, let's start with who I think I am, because this is a difficult one for me personally. Because who I think I am and who I want to be sometimes will coincide. And for me, who I think I am when I feel like crap and when I feel like good about myself are two different things. You know what I mean? Like, when I'm thinking about myself and I'm in a dark state of mind, I'm always thinking that I'm a piece of junk, I'll never get along, all that junk. But when I'm in a good state of mind, I'm thinking, oh yeah, you're the man, you're awesome, you can do this, that sort of thing. But to attempt to answer that, yes, I slick my hair back really badly. Hate it when it's that one spot where it like won't go back, but it's all right. More homo question, whatever. Okay, so who do I think I am? I think I'm very loud. I think I am very. I can be an honest person, but sometimes I still, as much as I say I don't, will try to put on like this perception of me. I'll speak as if I'm trying to get some sort of perception to try to make sure people see what I want them to see. So sometimes that backfires a lot for me, and I mean I do it somewhat subconsciously. But who I am, I think I'm more insecure than I'll let off. I think I'm very stubborn, very stubborn. But on some things, like I don't know. And I think so. That does mean I can be closed-minded at times, but not to the extent of knowingly being closed-minded. But some ideas are hard for me to intake, but I eventually do. Who I think I am? I think that I have like no self confidence when it comes to certain things. I'm very strange, and I'm open about it, but at the same time, I have like no confidence in myself. Like, ask me to go ask out a girl. Not that I don't already have a girl who was amazing, but ask me to go ask out a girl if I was single, and I wouldn't be able to do it. I wouldn't. Like, so I have very little self confidence. I think that I'm somewhat pathetic. I mean, I'm just being honest. At least this is in a dark state or whatever. I think that I'm somewhat pathetic socially. I lack social grace. Very awkward. So that's who I think I am. Who I want to be is in ways not different, but it is. Is more like the positive of I want to be open minded. I want to be intelligent. I don't think I'm stupid, but I want to be, an intelligent person. I want to be. I still want to be loud. I definitely do want to be loud, but I also want to be have the social grace, be able to not, be loud when it's not called for. But I actually really do want to still be pretty loud because that's just who I am and who I want to be. And I want to be, cool minded, and sometimes I'm not. I mean, I don't know if that makes sense to be loud but cool minded. But, fine, I don't want to be loud, but I want to be heard. Let's put it that way. Who I want to be. I want to be, I guess, I want to be someone who goes somewhere. I want to be able to do things with my life. I want to be somebody with a future, I guess you could say. I want to be honest, and I think I am. I want to be talented, and sometimes I'm not sure, like, but sometimes I'll look at my stuff and be like, dang, that's good. And other times I'll look at some stuff I wrote and I'll be like, dang, that's terrible. In the moment, I always think I'm doing. Sometimes I think I'll be not doing very good and I'll be doing good, and or the other way around. So, I mean, these are hard things to analyze. I really didn't give it much thought before the video. I didn't write anything down. I mean, that's just not me. I think I'm like the amazing atheist if he didn't write down notes and without all the experience of speaking and the charisma when it comes to making videos. And I'm also a lot more, and I'm more respectful to people generally. Just my take on things. So I would like to rebut at least one statement that the amazing atheist has made when he claimed that dang it, I'm like forgetting. It's stuck in my head. Or it won't get in my head. Okay. So what he claimed was we can't know the real us, and he said that if you could try to take who you want to be and who you are and kind of mesh them together, and or who you think you are, and try to mesh them together, and that's who you really are. And I think that I don't know about that, and I know he didn't mean it, but then he said, well, if I did that, then that would make me average, and who wants to be average? But aren't we all fairly average? I mean, what if that's it? What if you are average? I mean, I know that sounds terrible, but what if we all are just average and our minor differences only come off as major differences, but in the end, we're all fairly average people? But maybe that will always average out. Because think about it. Who we think we are and who we want to be are often opposites yeah. And there's no way we are who we think we are, depending on our perception. I mean, I don't know if I'm right. I heard earlier, in an earlier video, a friend of mine who's a huge fan, said something about self-loathing. Maybe that has something to do with it. Something we all have a little bit of at different levels. There are some things about myself that I love, though, and there are other things that I just can't stand. So, I mean, I think sometimes things will match up because we are who we want to be in one area, but in another area we're not who we want to be. So, of course, those things are going to average out. But if we both think we are something and want to be something, but then again, what if in the end, what we think we are and what we want to be, we want to match up, but they don't? So, knowing who we are, that's too hard to know, as you said. So I'm not going to rebut that, but I will rebut any logics that would say anything besides, that would say it would always average out, or that we're all average. I mean, which is what I was originally saying. And that, how do I put this? I'm coming off really badly right now. Okay. So basically, if who we think we are and who we want to be are, as you said, who we think we are and who we want to be would, if we put them together, they're going to average out. And who wants to be average? But we're all fairly average people, except for the areas in which we actually do know ourselves. And we do know some things about ourselves. It's just hard to know. It's not impossible to know. And to know everything about our own self is impossible. To know everything about anybody else is impossible. Because it's hard. Not because just because it's hard to look at that. Because sometimes being honest with ourselves is harmful, or appears harmful. It's scary. It's like darkness. We're afraid of it because we don't know how we'll react. We don't know what it is. So, yeah, it's all the philosophy of life. Go read some, read some different philosophers. Read some Plato. I don't know. Read a Plato box. Okay. Oh. Alright, so it's SP1K3 here. Peace out.